Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. If you have no idea who I am, my name is Emily. I have a 1-year-old named Everett and I'm married to my husband Carl, and I like to make YouTube vlogs, motherhood videos, cleaning, just all types of YouTube videos. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. But to get into the video, I did not want to post this video this week. I meant to post a completely different video, which was me finding out that I'm pregnant. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys see it first and then I'll look at it. Wait, what? Wait, I'm pregnant, wait. Okay, wait, what? And taking the live pregnancy test and all the fun that comes with that. I was really excited to post that video. It was really cute, it turned out really well, and I was really excited to be pregnant. And then obviously life happens and here we are today. So instead of posting that video, I'm going to be sharing my miscarriage story, which kind of stinks, but I feel like miscarriages don't get talked about enough. So here I am to share my story about how it started and everything that kind of happened to me. So how it all started, this might be a little bit information. If you're not comfortable with stuff like this, you may want to just skip this video altogether, but I'm sure if you clicked on this video then you kind of know about miscarriages, or maybe you want to know more. But I got my birth control out of my arm. I had Nexplanon, the one that gets implanted in your arm, and I got that out in May, I think in May. So, and then I actually found out that I was pregnant like June, very beginning of June. So I got pregnant very fast, very easy. I got pregnant with Everett very fast as well, which has been a blessing. But I was really excited, obviously, as you saw in the clip that I played a little bit ago. Obviously I was very excited to get pregnant. Everett was turning 1 soon, and so that was like perfect timing. That's when I wanted to get pregnant, and everything was turning out so great. We had told so many of our friends and family, and we were just so excited for this sweet little baby to be in our family. So it had been a few weeks, and then I woke up one morning. Let me check the exact date of when that was. So I woke up July 19th. I had just turned 7 weeks pregnant the Friday before. So July 17th, then I had just turned over to be 7 weeks pregnant. So I woke up that Sunday and there was blood everywhere. Not everywhere, but like on the sheets, which is never a good sign, obviously. So I just kind of was like, oh, maybe it's just like a fluke, like who knows. So I just kind of went about the day, and then the next morning I woke up and there was a lot more blood and I started cramping a little bit, which I was like, okay, this is obviously not good. So I start Googling signs of miscarriage and how do you know if you're having a miscarriage? How much bleeding is too much? Blah, blah, blah. So for that day, I was just obviously worrying, and then I went in to my sweet doctor and she took my blood to check my HCG levels, and she messaged me back that night and was like, it looks normal, like you're at 10,000 something, and that's like normal for how many weeks you are. So I was like, okay, that's really good news. But that same day I called my doctor just to kind of let him know what was going on, and they're like, we want you in here like right away, let's see what's going on. So I went in and they did a little ultrasound, and he was like, oh, there's no heartbeat really, but I might see a little flutter, but it's still really early, so I don't want you to worry at all. And it looks like it's a viable pregnancy. So I was like, okay, that's really good news. Like, I didn't want to get worried. Like, he was like, sometimes things can just happen. And my other doctor was like, sometimes you can get like a, what's it called? Just like a little tear in your placenta or stuff like that. So, and she was like, and it's like, it can be normal. So I was like, okay, that's like fine. Let's just keep going with the day. So then Tuesday, still bleeding. Wednesday, I'm still bleeding. So she was like, how about you come in this morning and we'll take more blood and see like how your HCG levels are. So she takes more blood, and that afternoon she texts me and says, your levels have dropped to 9,000, so it looks like it's going to be a miscarriage. And that was probably the hardest day for me. I just went home from work and I just cried and laid in bed, and Carl and I just cried and prayed, and it was just a really hard day. And then Thursday, stayed home from work, and I just laid in bed all day long. And then Friday, I think same thing. I just kind of, did my mom come in that day? Or did she come Saturday? No, I can't. I think she came Saturday, maybe. But Friday again, I just kind of laid in bed all day. And then, yeah, I was just still bleeding, cramping a lot, and nothing was getting better. Obviously, it was still like really soon. It had just started basically, you know, the Sunday right before. So, Saturday, my mom was flying in because we were moving. If you saw my last video, you know that we were moving, and so she came in to help us pack and get everything ready. And that day I was kind of feeling like I was like up to go out and do things. So she was just gonna take the train down to our place. Sorry, my nose is so runny down here. I have like allergies or something in the basement. But so I was like feeling up to go pick her up and go to lunch and just kind of get out of the house. I was just tired. I'm a person to be like out and doing things all the time, so to be like in the house for that many days, it was just like so sad, and I just was not feeling good. So I just knew that I had to get out of the house, so I went and picked her up at the airport. We went to lunch, and then we actually went and did a little bit of shopping at an outdoor mall here and got Everett some cute clothes and some ice cream and just stuff like that. And I was feeling a lot better, not physically but like emotionally. That day was like a day where I was like, oh, it feels so good to just like be out and doing stuff. So then Sunday, we went out to my grandparents' house, and same thing, like I just like was feeling good to just be out and doing things. I didn't feel like laying in bed anymore, and I just like wanted to just be out and doing things, so that felt really good. And then Monday, my doctor wanted to see me again for an ultrasound, so I went in, and I guess the ultrasound tech did my ultrasound, and she was really quiet the whole time, so that's never a good sign. Obviously, they're usually like, look here, like this is the head, blah blah, you know, like fun stuff like that. But she was very quiet the whole time, didn't say anything. She was like, okay, I'm gonna like look at your left ovary now, or gonna look at this part, and it was just very, very quiet. So I mean, we obviously knew that we were miscarrying at this point, but the fact that she was so quiet just like proved that like the baby was obviously not progressing. So after the ultrasound, I met with my doctor, and he was like, okay, like, so sorry it's not progressing. I was like, oh, it's okay. And he's like, no, it's not okay. He was being nice, but obviously the baby was not progressing. It had not grown since my appointment the previous week. So but at this point, emotionally, I was like fine. I guess everybody grieves differently, obviously, but I think at this point I was kind of just like, okay, like this is what's meant to be. This is God's plan for me. Baby had lots more work to do in heaven than it did here on earth. And so yeah, that was just kind of my thought process. And I mean, if I think about it too much, like in this video, like it's kind of making me a little bit sad, but I've been completely fine. I think it helped that we had lots of family here and stuff like that, but I've been emotionally, I've been really fine. I've just been kind of knowing that like this is what's meant to be. So that is has been good. But so then at that appointment on Monday, oh my goodness, I like need to blow my nose or something. I'm sorry, it's so gross. Okay, but so then at that appointment he was like, you can do like maybe 3 things, but I suggest 2. So he was like, you can obviously just like wait for the natural process to happen, but he was like, you've been going through this for over a week now and like it's not getting better. I was like feeling like I was having contractions, like it was so bad. Like I would like time them and it would be like every like 3 minutes and it would like hurt so bad, and then it would like be fine for a second, and then like 3 minutes later like I would be in so much pain and I was just bleeding. So he was like, you can just wait and see if that happens, or I can give you a pill that like within a few hours then like you'll be in so much pain and then it'll pass, or I can just do a D&C. And I was like, honestly, the D&C sounds like a much better idea, because then it'll just clear everything out, and then if we're wanting to try for another baby again here soon, then it'll help, like everything will just be gone. So so I can make sure that like everything is clean before we start trying again for another baby. So I was like, let's just do that. Like that sounds like the best option, the most pain-free, and I was like, that just sounds like it's gonna like work out the best for me, because I'm not one to deal with pain. So, which stinks for the situation that I was in, obviously, because I was already going through so much pain. But I was like, let's just do the surgery and get it over with. So like, all right, let's plan that. It'll be done before the end of the week. We'll give you a call, and that will be that. So I get a call the next day and they're like, all right, we can get you in on Thursday, which was the day we were supposed to move, which was crazy. But we ended up switching everything around and we moved on Wednesday, but that's beside the point. I'll probably talk about the whole move in a different video. But I was like, okay, that sounds fine. And then my dad was actually coming in that day, which was Tuesday. Let me give you the date so that you're not so confused. Tuesday, the 28th of July. So this was just like this past Tuesday. So he was coming in, they're like, but before you get that done, you gotta get the COVID test. So I had to go get the COVID test that day, which was really exciting. Wait in line for like 30, 40 minutes maybe, and it was so scary. We're just like sitting there in this long line. Good thing it was like just a drive-through, like they just like test you in your car, which was really nice. But anyway, I'll post the video here of me getting my nose swab. Not sure if that's okay to post or not, but doing it anyway. And that was really exciting. It seriously burned so bad, and my nose burned forever after that. Like we like went and picked up Carl and Everett and like went to dinner, and my nose was still burning. So that's really exciting, but it wasn't painful as much as just like so uncomfortable and so burny. So it was so weird. But anyway, that was Tuesday. Wednesday I went to work, and then that's the day that we moved. And then I get a call saying you need to be at the hospital at 5:30 in the morning tomorrow. So we got everything ready. We went to bed at like 12:30 because we'd obviously been moving all day. We didn't know where anything was, and by the time we got in bed it was 12:30 in the morning. And then we woke up at 4:30 and went and had my D&C. So it was seriously the smoothest process ever. I got there and there was like nobody else there, and then my doctor called in some Tylenol, and something for nerves. I didn't get the name of it, but something for nerves. So I took those, and then my surgery started at like 7 in the morning, and obviously they put me to sleep. I don't remember anything. I don't even remember getting dressed whenever I was done with the surgery or anything. And then we were out of there at 8:30. They said plan on being there for like 4 more hours, and we were only there for 3. So that was really nice. I guess I recovered really well from the anesthesia really fast. So we went home, and I passed out. I seriously took a nap until I think I woke up around 12. And then I was like ready to go for the rest of the day. Like, I have not been in one single tiny amount of pain at all. They're like, yeah, it's gonna be crappy, and like you might feel bad, like you might still cramp, and you're gonna have bleeding, which I am still bleeding. But I don't feel like any pain whatsoever, and I haven't at all. And it's been seriously amazing. Like, he prescribed me ibuprofen and Percocet. I'm like looking around for the ibuprofen. I didn't even send in the Percocet because I know that I do not like that stuff. And I didn't even take that stuff after I had a C-section, so I knew I wasn't going to need it for this. But I haven't even opened my ibuprofen package yet. Like, I just haven't needed it. I've been feeling so amazing, so much better than I have been since the miscarriage started. I seriously feel great. Like, that day I went out to lunch with Carl and my dad, and then we went back to our old place and got like the rest of the boxes that we needed to get from there. And then like we were just like, we've been going. I probably like should be resting, and I have been here and there, but like I seriously feel great. So I'm not going to say that I recommend it to you, because I don't want you to go get it just because I had an amazing experience, and I don't know if it's like this for everybody. But like, I am so glad that I made that decision to just go get that done, and that everything is just clean and feels good. But this video is getting really long, but I just wanted to say, no matter what week you lost your baby at, whether it be 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 20 weeks, it all stinks, and it's really, really sad. You get so excited to lose your baby. I mean, oh my gosh, no. You get so excited to have a baby. You're never excited to lose a baby. And then life just happens sometimes, and it stinks, and it's okay to be really, really, really sad, and it's okay to be really okay. And everybody just deals with it differently, but I just wanted to share my experience, since I know, like, we told lots of friends and family right away, which next time we do get pregnant, I'm gonna wait a little bit, because it has kind of stunk to like be like, everyone's like, oh, how's your pregnancy going? And I'm like, actually I had a miscarriage, but it's fine, it happens. But it's crazy like how many people are like, oh my gosh, like I had a miscarriage before I had this baby, or like I had 5 miscarriages, or you know, oh, I've never had a miscarriage, but that really stinks for you. But I know this person that had a miscarriage, or like, it's just crazy how common miscarriages are. It happens in 1 in 6 pregnancies, which is a lot of pregnancies. So, I mean, hopefully it doesn't happen again, but if it does, at least I know the signs, what to look for, and what to do. For now, I obviously am on like pelvic rest for 2 weeks, since I just had the surgery. What's today? Sunday, and I had it done on Thursday, so it's been a few days. But I'm just gonna be exercising more, eating healthier, just taking more care of my body, so that obviously miscarriages, you can't prevent them, but just try to have the healthiest body and mind that I can, so that next time I'm pregnant, then I can really put my all into our next baby. So anyway, I can't wait to see our cute little baby again in heaven. I wish I knew the gender. I wish I knew what it looked like, but that is all I can say for now. And yeah, not sure why I got to the end of this video before I started crying, but everything is okay, and I'm happy. and can't wait to have lots more cute little babies in the future. So anyway, that is the end of today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll stick around to see my future videos. Bye!